Welcome everyone to our final workshop of season one. We're really excited to talk about how to build custom flyers today. I think the first thing I want to do is just point out all the amazing workshops we've had in this first season of our marketing workshop. We talked about our top 10 downloads on the dealer portal. We talked about images and photography, how you might take new pictures or how you might want to use the pictures that are already available on the dealer portal. We had a great session in conjunction with alarm.com talking about our builder program, how to get free model home equipment, how to structure a builder program, how to create marketing inside the model home. It was a fantastic collaborative workshop with Madison over at alarm.com. And then we had a sequel to our alarm.com guest with websites. And we had alarm.com's marketing team join us to talk about how to not only create great websites using material on the Qualsys dealer portal, but how you can use the materials that alarm.com has and some pre-made websites that they can create for you and customize. So some really, really great content there. Then we had a great workshop on scripting where we talked about how to use the scripts for a variety of different sales scenarios on the dealer portal and make them your own. In March, we also held a workshop on video content, and we talked with our professional videographer that we have on staff here, Jacob Scott, and he showed us the camera equipment he uses, how he sets up a shot, and we talked about how to make great videos just using your smartphone. Our workshop in April talked about empowering employees and how you might take your demo rooms and employee purchase programs and help turn all your employees into advocates and give them the power of personal experience. In April, we also talked about how to create demo systems. And those demo systems might be in your retail shop, it might be in a sales scenario, it might be at a home show. And we talked about what materials are available on the dealer portal, as well as some ideas that people had for various demo rooms. We had a great workshop in April also about marketing emails, how to market to prospective customers, your current customers or brand new customers, and then also your existing customers and upsell them to various products. Then we also had a great webinar on referral programs and how you can create referral programs that actually get your customers to refer their friends and help build value in the system. This week, we're really pleased to have Kelsie Wing, who manages our dealer marketing globally, and she's going to help us see how you can take the flyers that are available on the dealer portal and customize them to fit your brand, your company, and what you're doing, and even how to make some custom flyers. Kelsie, let's turn some time to you.
Yeah. Great, thank you. So I am really excited for this webinar. This is one of the most frequently asked questions my team gets is how can we customize these flyers and how do we make our own flyers? So I want to start by opening up our dealer portal. And for those of you that don't know, our dealer portal houses all of our free marketing materials. So as you can see, we have a lot of things available to you. And again, all free for you to use. So something to keep in mind, I'm going to use the wellness flyer, for example. If you click on this flyer, you see it opens up. It's perfect. Front page is going to have all your features. Back page is going to have devices. You can easily download this and then from there customize it. So I actually have our residential flyer already that I downloaded last night, and I'm going to use that for an example. So I am going to grab that flyer and I'm going to open Adobe Acrobat. That is what our team uses to customize PDFs that come right from the dealer portal. Can you see that okay, Jeremy?
I can. It looks great. And I think it's important to note that the way that we save our flyers on the dealer portal makes it very easy for you to drop them into your Adobe related products, because unlike a flattened PDF that everything is all one image, these are actually layered documents that allow you to actually modify and make changes to them very easily.
Exactly. So when I come in here to edit PDF, you can actually see the different layers that Jeremy was talking about. So I could easily update this residential solution. I'm not going to because I want it to stay residential, but this is really customizable. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to add my company logo here. So I'm going to go to add image. And I already have my ABC security logo. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on my front page. So let me drag this up, get it to the desired size that you want. I think that looks good. And then we always want this to be centered. So what I'm actually going to do is come here. I'm going to select the home image and I'm going to select the ABC security. come over here and I want to align those center. So you can see that adjusted it to the right a little bit. So now this is a centered piece. I now am going to come down here to my second page, and I don't want this to take my customers to qualsys.com. I want it to take them to abcsecurity.com. Oops, got .com twice in there now. So I'm going to go ahead and update that and then do the same thing where I'm going to make this centered on my page.
So here's a question, Kelsie. What if someone looks at this and says, these are all great devices, but there's a couple of them that I don't sell or I don't support. How does someone edit this page, for example?
That's a great question. So as we talked about earlier, because it's layered, it makes it really easy to go ahead and delete a page or delete a device. So I'm going to come here. Let's say we're not doing door locks. We're going to do those later, but this is more of a phase 2. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to delete everything associated with, and this one, see, here's our different layers. Yell is spelled out there. That is how easy it is. So it took 2 seconds, right? And then maybe I want garage door to come down here instead, for example. Oops.
Or you could use that space to throw your logo on the back of the page or something, or a different device. Maybe there's a different device you support. So lots of great opportunities there.
Yeah, and really, really easy. That's what we can't talk about enough is how easy this is. So let's go back up here. Let's say I really like this home image, but I want a lifestyle image of the IQ panel maybe in a home instead. So I'm going to actually pull up our dealer portal again. Oh, where did that go? Let's see. Okay, here's my dealer portal. And I'm going to scroll down to photography and branding. So I'm going to pull up the IQ panel image pack. And I'm going to come to residential, high res, because this is going to be printed. And I want it on a table stand. So I'm going to come here and let's say I really like this image. So I'm going to come over to the 3 dots, hit download. And I'm going to, just to make this easy, drag it onto my desktop. And then I'm going to click on that home image, right click, go replace image. And this is the image I just selected. So it'll load. And then you can see this is the image.
So that didn't quite pull in the same way. Oh, so you can just grab the edges and move it around and change it the way you want?
Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I really would like it to move up a little, but maybe it's not going to let me here. Since we're trying, my computer's working overtime right now. But you can get the idea, right? Super easy. I can move it over to the side. Again, maybe.
And then you use that little crop tool on the right side in your toolbar.
Yep, exactly. So I use this crop tool. I'm able to adjust it however I would like. So very user-friendly. I really like this. I like how it turned out. So what I can do is, because it's already a PDF, I just can save this and it's updating my document now. And then this just
make that look really easy, Kelsie. You make that look really, really easy.
It's really easy. So that is how you use our existing flyers. All of them, again, free to download, customize, change colors.
So if there's potentially like another feature you wanted to highlight, you could add it to the list, or maybe you want to change out the way you talk about a particular feature. Maybe you want to give custom names to those features. Maybe you want to change out individual images, you know, for different things. It's not uncommon, especially if you watched our photography and videography seminars. You could talk about how you could capture your own pictures with your phone.
Exactly. Yeah, if you feel like these images on the dealer portal maybe look a little bit more American and you are over in Europe, go ahead and update those images. There is no guidelines, no restrictions on these, which is great.
Now, one thing we will tell you is as you finish your flyers, we would love to see them. Send them over to us. We would love to see what they look like. We'd love to see how well you did. And we might even have a few tips for you. You can send an email to smartsecurity@jci.com, and that'll get to our marketing team.
You are correct. Yeah, we'll watch for those. We can always offer suggestions. We love doing that, and we're doing that on a regular basis. So this is our flyer from the dealer portal, I now want to show you how you can take all the content on the dealer portal and make your own flyers. So I am going to go back here into, again, photography IQ panel image pack. And let's say I still want an image of the IQ panel, but maybe I want it on the wall instead. We just did a table stand image. And I really like this image. So again, I'm going to go in and download that.
Just for those who are interested, that picture is one that we took in a model home. It was actually a Parade of Homes house, and I took it with my smartphone. Turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it did. It looks great. So something to keep in mind too is we make our flyers on Apple's Pages. It's the free product that comes with our Macs. We love it. Really easy, user-friendly. But you can also use InDesign, use Word, really whatever you have accessible, use that to make these flyers. So I have downloaded this image. I'm going to go ahead and drag it onto Pages. Do the same thing. I'm bringing this image from edge to edge, and I'm going to crop it. I don't want it that big. So nice thing in Pages, I can just double click. And oops.
It's important to note when you're doing images, like we do it edge to edge because we think it looks really good, and especially if you're showing it digitally, it looks great that way. But if you are printing it, you might want to be aware that if you're just printing on a regular printer, there will be white bands on the sides.
Yep.
If you're taking it to a professional printer, they might ask you to have some things or create what's called a bleed, where they're going to cut off parts of your thing. So you might want to find out from them what kind of requirements they have if you are going to print this, on paper.
Yeah, you're correct. So this is our image we're going to use. I'm going to add a text. Let's say, for example, I'm creating this flyer because I want all of my customers to upgrade to the IQ panel. We're really into the 3G upgrades right now, so let's upgrade to LTE. Oh, let's see, upgrade your system today is going to be my heading here. I'm going to make it big so that you can see. And I want the IQ panel to go up a little bit higher. So that is going to be my header. Now, I want a paragraph describing to an end user why they should upgrade to the IQ panel. And Jeremy, I know from experience on the dealer portal that the sales slicks are a perfect place that you can go to find information. Lots of paragraphs, lots of little tips and tricks. So I'm going to pull up this document.
It's a big document, so it takes a while to load. Be patient.
It's going to take a second. And I'm actually going to use this first paragraph here on the IQ Panel 2 Plus. And something to keep in mind, sales slicks are perfect for your websites, for flyers, for social media. So I'm always telling people, if you need information, go to the sales slicks. I'm going to add another text blurb there. Okay, so this is my little paragraph on the IQ Panel 2 Plus.
So you just added a text box, pasted the text inside the box, and then just repositioned it.
Exactly. Yep. This is what I think looks best. Again, use your best judgment. And now let's add some more lifestyle images. So this blurb is talking about differentiating features. I now want those to come to life with some more pictures. So I'm going to come back here to the dealer portal and the IQ Panel image packs. And there's actually a folder for features. So this is what I want here. Let's do Bluetooth disarming. One of my favorite features, and I love this image. So we're going to download this one. And again, just easily drag it onto the Pages document here. Make that a little bit smaller. And then let's add one more feature image. Let's do a live view and live answer. So I'm going to go high res because this is being printed. And let's see. This is a great one, Jeremy. This is you and a delivery man. I thought it was going to be the one with me, but it's not. It's perfect. So let's do the same thing. Drag this over. We want this to be the same height as the Bluetooth disarming picture. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it. Pages is nice. It's going to let me know that it's level.
Yeah, so to get that the same height, you could either do it the same level or you could crop it as well, right? So you could make it the same width and then crop the thing up either way.
Yes, totally up to you how you want this to look. If you're adding more images, of course, you'd maybe want to make these even smaller.
Yeah, you can see that the image on the left is a little bit wider than the image on the right. So if you wanted to, rectify that, you simply, so I would grab the, yeah, you can do any number of things, modifying it.
I mean, right, you could pull them over here and say, okay, so I want this to be the same. I just cropped more over. Oh, let's see. That wasn't the best example there. I want it this way. I've got my crop and I'm pulling it over here. It's not working how I would like it to.
It's being tricky, but you guys get the gist here.
Yeah. Yep. So this is how that image will look. So now a flyer should always have your company logo, also some way for them to contact you, some call to action. So I'm going to grab my ABC Security logo again, drag that over here. I'm going to place this here, and then I'm going to add one more text for my call to action. So I want them to come to my website, abcsecurity.com. I like separating them with that line. I don't even know what it's called, but I think it looks great. Add a phone number. Maybe I adjust the size.
Kelsie, what about like having like some kind of special call to action? Maybe they've got a special promotion or a sale or something like that. How would you emphasize that?
That's a great question. So we have lots of white space here, right? Maybe we take a shape. So let's go up here to a shape. I'm going to use a star. So I'm going to do the star here. I'm going to make it big. And I don't love the black. The black doesn't go with ABC Security's colors. So what I'm going to do is grab this rainbow and the little temperature. And I'm going to go over the ABC Security red and change it there. So I feel like that looks more like this company's colors. I'm going to say maybe what I do is I'm going to drag this over here. So anytime you upgrade to the IQ panel, you get a free doorbell.
That's very generous of you.
That is.
I'm glad I'm doing business with you, ABC Security.
Yes. I want you to have a free doorbell camera. Maybe I should change that to camera. So that is going to be my little call to action. I want you to upgrade today and you're going to get a free doorbell camera.
And you can take that star, you could modify it to have more points on it. You could make the star fatter with the points smaller, things like that, however you want to do it. You got that little dot in the middle and just kind of, doing however you like to do it, whatever looks best for you. And of course, there's a variety of shapes in there, variety of colors. You can do an outline around it. You could do a shadow behind it, all sorts of things. There's lots of things just to kind of give it the flavor that fits your brand and your style.
Yes. And as you can see, that took maybe 10 minutes, right, Jeremy?
Very easy.
Yeah. And all of the materials came from the dealer portal. So very easy. This would be one that maybe I then send it to the Johnson Controls marketing team, right? Have them look at it, make sure everything looks good. Maybe they come back and they say, hey, your pictures aren't the same size. Let's adjust those a little bit. And then they can send me back a finished product.
Or they might suggest, hey, you know what, maybe some captions underneath on like with customer testimonials on them of why your customers love Bluetooth disarming, or, a quote from someone that says like, it makes coming home so easy, says Sarah H. Things like that. You could put that on there as a a thing. Again, there's lots of opportunities there. And when we look at those and give you that advice doesn't cost you anything. It's part of being one of our customers. And we really hope that learning some of these things will help improve your marketing, not just for the flyers, but for everything you're doing.
Exactly. So, well, it doesn't look too bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, Kelsie, thank you for helping us see how that works. And for those of you watching, we hope you've really enjoyed this as well as all the previous sessions we've had in our marketing workshop. That concludes season 1. So we're really excited about what we've done. We'd love to hear from you about what you might like to see in season 2. We've got a big agenda planned, but we still want to be able to get your feedback and understand what you want to see and hear as part of our marketing workshop series. Thank you again for participating. Have a wonderful day. And if you need anything, reach out to us at smartsecurity@jci.com.
Thank you, Jeremy. Bye, everyone. All right.